How to observe a pine tree. So we're going to walk up to this pine tree here and observe some aspects about it. First, you can't really see any pollen left. These will grow to produce the pollen forming things in the spring when it's warmer. We've got a pine cone here. So what we'll want to do is grab one of these fascicles off the pine tree, and we can see this particular one, they grow in pairs of two. If we grab one that's fallen from the ground, we can see that they come in bundles of two. Okay, and if you try to grab a living one here, well, this one has one green and one, let's do this one here. So this guy is connected to the branch. I'm gonna yank it off and pluck it off so we can look at it in greater detail. We can see that it comes in two. Okay, some grow in 3 or 5, or some rarely 7. These are pokey at the tip, but they're very flexible. You can also roll this in your fingers like this, smash it up a little bit to release the oil from the oil canals, and smell it. It smells like a pine tree. Now we're gonna grab a pine cone here to take these off. You could find one on the ground, but I'm gonna demonstrate how to twist this off. These can be quite pokey. You'll see what I mean in a bit. You just keep twisting it. It comes off the tree, okay? And pull it. And you want to observe the pine cone, okay? So you want to observe this direction to kind of see the flower arrangement. It's not a flower, but you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it grows in 5s. You can kind of see the pattern there. You can also see the this pine cone has some barbs. Not sure if you can see it in the sunlight there, but there's these little barbs there at the end of each one of these scales, and it can stab you. You see where my thumbnail is there? That little thing there can stab you really, kind of hurts. And you can kind of see the texture of the pine cone, okay? You'll notice how it grows in spirals. All the pine cones grow in spirals. They form this Fibonacci series kind of thing. It's a mathematical system, okay? And it's kind of how we know God loves math. Okay, it forms these spirals that go out. Anyways, you can look at the color in there and kind of see the pattern, all right? In the light there, it looks a lot better. This doesn't have any more seeds. They've all fallen out. That's what happens. The pine cones open up and they fall out. Eventually the pine cone will fall onto the ground. Let's observe the trunk here. It might be difficult to get into this trunk. This is the bark, okay? So it's kind of has these deep gashes and grooves in it. Okay, and there's small little cracks on the sides. Okay, this is where a branch used to be attached, so don't look too carefully at these little knobs. Okay, so you can kind of see that's what the trunk looks like. Okay, and this is how you work at identifying what the pine tree is. You might come up with, 5 or 6 different species that all kind of fall into those classes.